In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Uh-oh, can you hear me?
I can. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good.
So, what's been going on?
So my birthday just passed, so I'm 1 year older.
Kenneth, did your birthday just pass?
Yeah, it did. That's why I haven't been on. I've been partying. So
Oh my,
it was April 25th. I went to Atlanta to hang out with some friends. Actually, one of my friends I haven't seen in probably like 4 years that lives in Atlanta. So it was a great time, and I had a lot of fun and just reconnecting with people that I haven't seen in years in Atlanta, because that's not a place that I go to often. Like when I was in my 20s, I used to go to Atlanta like every other holiday. I feel like I was in Atlanta. But it was fun. I had a good time.
So, I was trying to set this up, but because I'm ignorant in technology, so I guess somebody in the group sent you that, so I'm putting it up on the screen.
Okay.
Can you see it?
No.
You can't see what's on the screen?
No.
How?
I don't see what's on the screen. Do I need to look at it on YouTube? Hold on.
Wait a minute. Do
Hold
you
on.
guys see?
Okay, so on YouTube I can see it. Thank you.
You're
I need to look at this birthday thing going.
That is so cute. I have no idea
That
who sent it
is,
over.
I love it. And blue is my favorite. Well, it's more like a silver, but it's still kind of bluish silver, so I still love it.
Wait. Who sent that over, first of all? So that color is called Haint Blue.
Oh, okay.
And that's the color that keeps back spirits.
Yes, please. Keep them back.
Please, God.
Like,
please.
Look,
Give me Haint Blue.
Please, what? Look, put them where? Back there. Like, away.
Let me tell you something. Did you see Sinners?
No.
But
tell me, I'm supposed to go see it this weekend. I kind of like a couple of my friends were like, "Oh, we want to take you to go see Sinners," and it's kind of been postponed because I was out and I wasn't in the area, so I've been waiting. They waited, but I've seen the spoilers. I've watched your show. I kind of know what's going to happen. I'm still going to go support.
No. I don't care who spoiled it. The movie stands alone.
Okay.
No one spoiled anything because what everyone is doing is chopping it up.
Mm-hmm.
So because it's chopped up and very badly by everyone, when you see it cohesively, you're going to be like, oh shit. Okay. So what's going to happen is you're going to understand it better.
Okay, well, even better, because I do not like to watch a movie where I'm like, what did I just watch? And then I got to go look at people's interpretations of what was supposed to be, the director's version of what was supposed to be. So maybe this may help me.
It will. It will, because I went to see it. I can't tell you how bored I was in the beginning because I was like, I'm spiritual and no movie's going to get to me. I was like this. I'm in the Caribbean, so they're much more like intact people, right? Mm-hmm. They're not like stateside where we talk to the screen, run, bitch, run. That's not really what they do. I think I was so loud that I was by myself. I'm not sure if everybody else was with me.
Well, I prefer for everyone to be quiet in the movie.
No.
I know.
Don't make rules. Just go see the damn movie and let people have a reaction. At some point, Kenneth, I was drinking and I spit out my drink. I just didn't expect the way it was done.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I cannot wait to go see it this weekend.
You have to go see it. You're going to love it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you come back after seeing it, then go over all the reviews. Then the reviews really make sense.
Okay.
And I think Queen P.O., I think her name, I thought she did it the best. I thought everybody did the best they could, but Queen P.O., she did it up good. Okay,
I'm going to have to look forward to her.
Hi, Teresa H. Hi, Miriam. Go see Sinners. Be a part of a cultural break in spiritual society. Go see it. Do not give up on yourselves. This is not about religion. This is not even about spirituality.
Mm-hmm.
It's about our ancestors. It's about how did we get here? How did we have less than 88% of men that did not vote for Kamala? How do we have 8% of Black women that did not vote for Kamala? Like, you begin to recognize like the cultural differences that got us here.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you it was good, oh my God. I've never praised any, other than Kendrick Lamar, I've never praised anyone so much in my life. Ryan Coogler, along with Michael B. Jordan, killed it. And I say KILT it.
Yeah. They're great. They're a great team together.
Very good together. And I was thinking, how does Michael Jordan get around Black Panther? Wakanda. Because
How
that
would
was
he
such
be?
a pivotal role, and they killed him. And I was like, how does he get like, what's his next role? Because that was it. I guess it wasn't it because he killed it. KILT.
Yeah. I think he's going to be a pretty big star, an even bigger star if he still follows the same path. I think when he starts to be a little bit more commercial, that may play into something.
I think he's a grounded actor.
Mm-hmm.
So unlike Jonathan Majors, sorry, Jonathan, who wanted to be a big star and went about it in a way where he wanted to be so big so fast that he lost the ability to become big. Whereas Michael is kind of like, it's like these steps that he's taking.
Yeah.
Every step is
I believe that.
pivotal.
I definitely believe that. Yep. And also, I don't know Jonathan Majors personally, but he just doesn't have the same charisma. Yeah, like
yes,
it's like
he seems so goofy.
Yeah, it's like, look, you say goofy, I say a little bit, touch.
Soft in the head.
Yes, because
like his mama dropped him.
Yeah, like can you put the alleged thing up?
Oh, yeah.
Allegedly.
We're kidding, Jonathan. We're kidding.
I know.
Relax.
You're so talented.
I mean, Megan Good loves you, so you good. She loves you.
And it's just one of those things where it's just like, I think he's talented. When people say, oh, he's not attractive, oh, he's not this, I'm like, okay, that is in the eye of whoever is looking at him. Like, that's very relative. That's like, so it is what it is. I don't think he's ugly, but
he's not ugly.
When I watched him on, I guess for like the first time doing like interviews, like when he was doing interviews for Creed 3, I think. That's when I started to notice. I was like, something's a little,
touched.
Yes, it's a little off. But I was like, maybe he's just nervous. Like, I don't know. But the more I see him in different interviews, I'm just like, oh.
He just sounds stupid.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
A lot of it.
Yeah, I just be like, oh. Then I'm like, oh, he's just a muscle head. Like, that's what I think. And I'm like, he's just a muscle head.
He's a muscle head. That's like, a good one.
He is. He's a jock.
That's a good one. He's a muscle head.
But at the end of the day, I think he's talented in what he does. And he does commit to the craft. So that's all I can say for me looking in from the outside.
Well, the story of Jonathan Majors is what Sinners is about.
Wow. Well, that's deep.
It's what Shannon Sharp is going through. Like when you don't see the beauty of you and want to transmute that through somebody else. Right? Because Jonathan Majors has the kind of lips I love. Give me a full lip man. That's the jam. That's what I go after. Right? By the way, I don't see too many Caribbeans with big lips. What's that about? Is that a Southern thing?
I don't know.
What tribe of people in Africa get the big lips? Because
maybe too much European influence in the Caribbean? Not sure.
I don't think so. Like, we're not like Louisianans, right? I don't think there's a lot of mixing.
No?
Not a lot. There are. but not a lot where you could see. Like in Louisiana, everybody looks mixed. Right? You could probably take one person and take them back to a slave master in Louisiana.
That's true.
But I don't see that here. Everybody is deep dark chocolate here for the most part. So I don't see a lot of mixing.
Look, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I know a few Caribbean people, and I'm just like, do they have thick lips? I'm like, no.
Right?
Don't.
Look at their lips.
They don't. So
They
I don't know.
They got ordinary looking lips. I'm not saying.
Yes. Like if not, you know.
They got lips. They got lips. But that full Jonathan Majors lips, you don't find that in the Caribbean. But in the deep South, you will find it. So what tribe of people are they from? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm Caribbean. I don't have big lips. No. When I was younger, I had high cheekbones like the Haitians. Nice. Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay, Garcelle.
Well, I got Haitian blood in me. I got Haitian blood in me.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Absolutely. I got Haitian blood, proud Haitian blood in me.
That's the only famous Haitian person I know. I'm sure there's others, but that's the only one that I know.
I'm sure there's others too. Okay, Kenneth, are you ready to start your own show?
I am.
What does that mean? Please do tell.
That means in the next week or so,
okay,
I will be sending out, some maybe like some promo stuff to people.
Interesting. Interesting. And how are we gonna know that? Like, what are you gonna do? What's your game plan? Let us know.
Oh my God, you are really putting me on the spot tonight.
It's okay.
So my game plan is to probably launch like the next weekend to go forward with. I plan to do the Diddy trial, and I'm going to cover the Diddy trial. So this is going to be very interesting for me because I feel like people are going to either like it or hate it because I like the persona of Diddy as a child, right?
Yes.
Me being a man now looking at what has come to play, I'm going to try to be very optimistic but very truthful on the truth that's being represented.
Okay.
Yeah. So
you sound like a news reporter. Loosen up.
It's the other part of me where I'm like, okay, I gotta do this right. And in my head, I'm like, it has to be this, it has to be that, it has to be da 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 da. But I feel as I get into it, I'm gonna be like, this is not really the way I want it to be presented. So I'm gonna switch up a little bit. So you may see a little different views of it or patterns of how I may speak on the actual trial. So in the beginning, I may be like, I might be pro Diddy. I might be pro the people that are suing him. I might be pro. It's the entertainment industry, It's just a.
Don't judge yourself. Don't judge your style. You're gonna figure it all out.
Yeah,
right?
I think I'm just gonna let it be what it's going to be.
Yes.
And whatever feels comfortable and natural, and at the end of the day, I'm always gonna be open to critiques or suggestions. But if I don't want to take them, I don't have to.
Don't take no critiques. Don't take no critiques from no one except me. You can take it from me.
Okay, I will.
Don't take it from the public.
Okay.
You will get intimidated by the public. I'm telling you. I've dealt with the public for 12, 13, 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
And you have no idea how many people are like, I don't like your new song. It's too long. And I always got to be like, fuck you, bitch. And I guess
it gives me, you know what? So I'll be completely transparent. When you first did it, I loved the song, but I was like, oh my God, it's so long. But I love it now. Like, I be singing along to it, especially when, like, you know, at work, when you come on, I'm like, oh, Tracy's gonna be on, so let me just go to the thing. So that's like my little like precursor to like turn it up because I have it on low in the office. So once I hear the song play, I'm like, oh, she's on. Let me turn it up so I can get to it. Like it's like an interlude.
And that was the concept. Like, get ready. Let the song do what the song does, but get ready because the show is going to be start to begin. I studied other people's openings. And sometimes it's too short.
They are.
Sometimes it doesn't make sense, some people's openings. Right? And if I were to have a favorite, it will be Mims.
I love Mims.
I love his opening.
I do.
And the more popular he got, the more people kept saying, make it make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And so he would copy that from all over.
Yes, I love that. Oh. I loved it. Like he is. Mm-hmm. I like the fact that he's very diplomatic about how he approaches the topic.
Yes.
It's not one-sided of like, oh, I feel this way, so this is the narrative that I'm going to spin.
Yeah. Yeah. He does it. He has a healthy balance. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
I do like that a lot. Yeah.
So, I can't wait. And maybe you can come on my show to introduce.
Yeah.
When you get it pumping.
I'll be there. Well, I'll be here.
I'll be here. Actually, we can do it on Thank God It's Friday one night.
Yeah, I would love that.
All right, let's say hi to the peeps, Kenneth. Mm-hmm. Hi, Jenny G.
Hey.
Hi, Malika with the red heart.
Hola.
Hi, Colton.
Hey, Colton.
Hi, Fools.
Hey.
Oh, Fools, did you get my message? Hold on a second, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Oh, happy birthday, Cat Eye Divine. Food creation.
Wait, her birthday's when?
Her birthday is next Saturday, just in
next
case.
Saturday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Taurus gang.
Oh, wait. Hold on, I gotta do it again. Hold on. I'm sending a message.
Mm-hmm.
Fools, did you get a message from me earlier? All right. Let's go down the line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so. Oh, Noel. Hi.
Hey, Noel.
Jenny G, how are you? Kapika. Kapika. Juanita, how you doing?
Hey.
Miriam, happy birthday, Kenneth.
Thank you, Miriam.
Yes, Teresa says, hey, y'all.
Hola.
Fool says my birthday is next Saturday. She's just announcing that she's a Taurus.
Hey, Taurus gang.
Oh, Kim Jakin says Michael was awesome as the twins. Awesome.
He was. I just need two of him.
He was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Noel says, oh, but I don't know what that means. You know, Noel, I'd be saying crazy things. Hold on a second. Hi, Stephen. One great and smart thing about Michael B's career as an actor, he's not staying in one lane.
Yeah.
can't pigeon him into one lane. I agree.
I do like that.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Jala. Agreed,
Hey.
Kim. He has great versatility, and who knows what more he is capable of. I agree. He was amazing in this movie. I mean, amazing.
I can't wait to see it. Now I'm like, oh, maybe I need to go tonight. Is there a midnight showing?
In your town, there has to be a midnight.
It probably is.
Mhm.
But I have to wait. I can't go tonight. I have to wait for my friends because if I don't, they're going to yell at me.
I think it's better if you go with your friends. What I can tell you, tell me if I'm wrong, everyone. When you left the theater, was everybody bone quiet? Nobody was talking when I left the theater.
Wow.
No one.
That is wild to me.
Like there were no words to add. Like you couldn't say anything. You just was like,
wow.
no words. No words. I went home speechless. Like speechless. Hi, Infinite. Good night. Hello, sweetie. Hi, Marcella. Foods. Yeah. Did you get a text? Is the question. Did you get a text from me? Oh, she says, yeah. I don't know. Okay. Use it at any time. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay. Use it at any time. She says, Texas gang. But the next time you use it, I want to be in a better location. I don't know if it was my fault. Okay. So, and you don't have to like save it. Oh, do you know? I don't know who this was, but I really feel bad if they're watching me right now, but I don't know how to help them. I gave someone a free reading in 2016. She did something on the shade room and it made me go like a little viral.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, thank you. You get a free reading in 2016.
I don't even know if you can even find her or that person.
No, she found me. She's like, I don't know if you remember, but this is what you promised.
Oh. But okay, so in my head, I'm like, okay, you can see who mentioned you on something, but if they like, did she mention you or?
But it doesn't matter. It's not what she did. I offered. And
You
she,
remember offering that?
huh?
I said, do you remember offering that?
Yeah, I kind of remember it. Yeah, there was certain. Well, now what I've learned to do was a document in a text message.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she sent me a copy of what I said.
Oh, yeah.
From 2016.
Well, look, she may be in need now. Before she wasn't in need. She was just like, oh, I love her.
No. Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Kenneth, if I were to say to you, I owe you dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And you came back 10 years later to collect dinner. You would do it, right? That's you. You'd be
I
like,
came to collect. But no, I understand. Like, literally 9 years later is wild. At that point, after a year, I've been like, Girl, that's not and void. Just like how like the credits for an airplane credit expires. That's done.
And now I feel like there has to be a caveat to something like that I offer. Like I have to be like in the next fools in the next 3 months.
You do.
It's on video.
You do.
Don't be saving it. Use it.
Mm-hmm.
No, up goes, ma'am. That was a decade ago.
Exactly. I was like, wait.
Sheena goes, she wants a reading 10 years later. That coupon been expired.
Oh my gosh. I think Melissa said that she's on.
Oh, yes. Let me get Melissa in. I'm so sorry. Melissa.
Hey, how y'all doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
Good. You know.
What's been going on?
Well, let's just say I've been tired. So when I get home and everything, it's like, oh my goodness. It just makes you want to go to sleep, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you go to sleep?
When I'm really tired, sometimes you just fall asleep without even realizing that you're not up anymore.
Yep.
Because I'm usually a person that will just, I know it's not good, but I like to sleep maybe like 4 or 5 hours, and then I'm up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
Maybe I know.
More hours.
I know it's not good. I know it's not good.
Wait. Try some. Did we talk about this ashwagandha tea?
You know what? I got some of that with lemon balm.
Love it.
And the tea tastes okay. I think it has lavender and lemon balm in it.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
How often have you been taking it?
Well, I tried it once or twice, and I was like, you know what? I noticed that I don't like my tea hot.
Right.
Okay.
I think hot tea tastes nasty. So
you could drink it cold.
I drink it cold. I put 2 tea bags in my coffee travel mug. Yeah. And you put the sugar of your choice, a lot of ice, and you shake it up. And I just let it sit as long as it can. Mm-hmm. And it's really good.
Now, ashwagandha will make you sleepy, though.
You know what made me sleepy? When my cousin bought soursop from Africa.
Oh my God! Oh my God! That makes me sleepy.
That made me go. You're done.
Oh my God!
You're done.
Worse. Yes.
It's like having Benadryl.
Yes.
And I love the Benadryl.
It's like having Benadryl. It's like, bloop.
Kenneth is like, and I love me some Benadryl.
Yeah, I take 2 or 3 at a time. Look, take 2 or 3.
No.
Huh.
No.
I have allergies.
Oh. Okay.
Well, yeah, you gotta take the Benadryl when you got allergies. Especially with the dust and everything.
Let me tell you something. I used to live on Benadryl because of my allergies, but even then, it was the children's version, and the lowest doses, number 10, because Benadryl knocks me the fuck out, and I almost zombie walk with Benadryl.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not good. Never mind.
You know what? NyQuil make me want to do the
That's that too.
And NyQuil, I don't know, it just tastes so nasty. It's just like, ugh.
I love it.
I don't think it worked like it used to, but it's like, ugh.
Huh? You think they did something with the ingredient?
They probably did.
Mm-hmm.
But
they always do something.
Because they have NyQuil and now they have ZQuil, they probably altered something. Because the ZQuil is supposed to put you to sleep only with no other medication.
Right.
Maybe the Z gummies?
Go ahead.
The Z gummies.
Mm-hmm.
There are Z gummies now?
Yes.
Is that by
them Z
NyQuil?
Them Z gummies knock you out.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. It tastes like medicine too, but with sugar on it. You know.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want it to taste like medicine. I don't know. I'm very weary of gummies because I feel like when you eat gummies, they just don't. They're not as potent, and then they're laced with so much sugar.
But also, for me, they make you pop too many.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on a high at this point. I want to take advantage of me. Give me some gummies, because I'm gonna be like, I'll lay down quick.
Ma'am, don't say that.
What? I'm just telling you my weaknesses. These are my weaknesses, and gummies is a weakness.
Don't do it.
Gummies are good.
But
the gummy worms and stuff.
I don't eat gummies because of that reason.
Mm-hmm. One time I think I had like 8 ashwagandha gummies one time.
Ashwagandha gummies? They got that?
Yeah, they have it by Goldie. And
I know Goldie. Yeah, I do know that one. Yeah, Goldie.
And I just be.
But ashwagandha makes you sleepy.
I'm always sleepy. I'm a Taurus. That doesn't change anything. I can go to sleep. Okay.
Oh my God.
Somebody say, put me in a car where I am, where like, don't put me in the passenger seat because people get mad at me in the passenger seat because I what?
Listen, I fall asleep anywhere.
Like it be.
I even fell asleep one time at the movies.
That's a mistake I make all the time, Melissa.
I gotta go to sleep before I go to the movies. I gotta take a nap.
Yes.
And then go to the movies. Because if I don't, I'll be in there.
Wait, I went to go see Sinners, and I saw the 9 o'clock, and I was like, oh my God, let me go get some sleep real quick. Turns out I had to do reading, so I couldn't sleep. But I was so determined, my dumb ass was so determined to go to the movies at 9 o'clock at night. These roads here are not like roads in the States. They're black. They're black. I was determined to go. So at least I got the adrenaline. And then the previews was making me sleepy. So I was like, okay, Tracy, fall asleep during the previews. But you can't because all the previews were shoot 'em up previews. And I thought this movie's going to start and I'm going to pass out. And I just prayed on it. I said, God, I can't miss a morsel of this movie. And I didn't.
That's good.
Well, I do fall asleep at movies too, Melissa.
Listen, I got cursed at by an ex-boyfriend when I was, we wanted to go see the last movie. I fell asleep and he was so mad. And it was a Kevin Hart movie. And I was just like,
he mad at that because he already knew that you fall asleep at movies.
Right.
No, that was the first time he ever seen me do that.
Oh, why is he mad then? If you
wait, Melissa.
I was tired. We went to
the last movie is midnight.
The last movie. Exactly. Well, you know what? We went to a 10 o'clock movie, I think it was. At 10 or 10:30.
Girl,
forget it.
You should have been awake.
Exactly.
No, I went to sleep, and I have to say his my ex, his dad is a comedy, whatever type of guy. So he said to me, oh, I met Kevin Hart before, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay.
That means nothing.
So I know.
Like,
he's a midget. He's a little man.
Did you call him MIDGET?
No, wait a minute. Well, you know what? I consider him to be, well, how tall is he? I think he's like, I bet you Little Kim's taller than him.
Oh my God, look at him at 4'10".
Now I gotta look up Kevin Hart's height.
Hi, Dochita. So Noel says sleeping at the movies is way too easy. Yes.
It is. I feel like once I hit 30, it was downhill from there. It's just downhill. It's like things that I used to do in my 20s and teens where I'd be like, oh, we go to the movie anytime. I used to work at the movie theater. I closed the movie theater. In New York, me leaving the movie theater was like 3:30, 4 a.m. in the morning.
Really?
Like the close, yeah. Like, well, I worked at the one in Union Square in Manhattan, so we had like really, really late shows. Like sometimes the first show started like 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Yes, it's starting that late.
Yeah, it's starting, and then
right, because it's a date. Movies is a date.
Oh yeah, and people in there jonesing, but let me tell you, all the cash and little things that I used to find afterwards, amazing.
What?
Really? You been? Wait a minute. You've been finding a little this?
You find everything in there. Crack pipes, vials, whatever you want, you can find in a movie theater after hours. At least in Union Square. But you think this is Union Square like 2007 to 2009, around that era. So, you know, people get in the movie theater.
Can I confess something?
What you did in the movie theater?
I did that.
Wow.
Did what?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Look,
you talking about the boom chicka wow wow?
Look. But look at me as a tourist. You did what?
Wait. You know when you're like young.
Yeah.
And you're in your parents' house, right? And there's no place. Like no place. There's no place to go because you're both in your parents' house. And then the movie theater goes dark. And I had the type of boyfriend that was insatiable, right?
We all had one of them.
Right. Well, I married mine because I was like, you got me up here in theaters and shit. Like, no, I didn't say that. But when you're young and it's puppy love, and you have the identical thing going on, like in terms of like energy, you don't, I swear to God, you don't notice you're being a bad girl. You don't notice it.
That's true. Look, or a bad boy.
You know what? But you gotta, you know what? You only live once. You gotta, you know.
You do.
I can always, I'm telling you, I don't care what stories y'all got. I got one better. I don't care. I've done everything.
Well, look, I'm not going to tell y'all my stories because now my high school.
Why not? You don't want to share a little?
Well, my high school isn't that bad. Like my high school was very like, you know, puppy love, little stuff like that. But college, I went to an HBCU.
They think. What? Wait a second. At HBCUs, what?
I'm not gonna say HBCU is different, but I went. So picture this. I grew up in Brooklyn, right? All of my schools were like predominantly like Black, Dominican, Puerto Rican. Okay. Then when I went to high school in Times Square. So
what school?
Graphic and Communication Arts. So
okay, that must have been one of the newer schools that developed.
Yeah, it was like on 49th Street and 10th. So it was like literally like right down the street from Times Square. So it was a different demographic of people. It was it was more Caucasian. It was more free. Like it was a lot different. Completely different. So then when I went to college, I had never really heard of like historically Black colleges at that time. Because in New York they really focus on CUNY, SUNY.
They don't talk about it. They don't talk about it. I used to feel embarrassed because they don't talk about it in New York.
Yes, they do not talk about other schools because
they talk about the CUNY system and the SUNY system, and they don't even they don't even talk about Temple in Philadelphia.
They don't. So So when I was like maybe like my junior year, I'm dating myself. I don't want to know my age. But not Teresa said she went to that high school. Don't be trying to spill out King Teresa.
Teresa, what?
She said she went to that high school. When? When? But I went there. So lo and behold, the reason why I was introduced to historically Black colleges was during College Hill. And they actually was at the school that I ended up attending because they only focus on, HBCUs. Because College Hill was on BET.
Yeah.
So I love that show, by the way.
Yeah. So it was like one of those things where I was like, oh, there really is like other colleges. Because like the only Black colleges in my head that had all Black students was like A Different World.
Right.
Outside of that, they were like, oh, that's fake. That's not a real college. Like Hillman isn't like a real thing. So I was like, okay. So I moved on with life. And then they was like, oh no, there really are Black colleges. So I was like, well, I'm gonna go, be with my people. Like I want to be with them.
Did you?
I did. And I had a time. And that's all I'm gonna say about that.
That's okay. I'm sure they want you to keep quiet.
Trust me, they do.
Oh,
You know what? It don't have nothing to do with the college.
Right. Now you didn't join a sorority?
Fraternity, no. That wasn't my type of thing.
Fraternity.
Yeah, I would.
Nice
no.
stuff.
No, I'm not into. I have nothing against people that joins like a sorority or fraternity. That wasn't just my type of thing because I have the attitude to where you're not going to disrespect me. You're not going to, I have a lot of friends that are in sororities and fraternities, and you got to gain their trust. So it is what it is.
Look at what Stephanie said. What does that mean?
I sure did have a ball on the guard. University.
What does that mean? On the football team?
That was my stomping ground. Okay, that's all I want to say. The yard is like.
Don't TV that says school days.
Yeah, it's like where everybody like congregated, where everybody did like like the sorority fraternities, the football teams, the different sports teams and stuff would have like events up and down like the avenue or what have you. Now I ran into Lala's cousin in there. Ooh. Teresa, what year did you go to what's the name? For that school.
Teresa, what year?
Cause Lala would have been. I'm trying to think when Lala
was about your age bracket.
We probably are very, very close in age. She could have been there when I was there. But I was too busy.
Oh, okay. Okay, Stephanie, thank you.
Yep. Dark Eagles campus. Now on our yard, it was, even though it was campus, it was like University Ave was considered the yard. That's how we considered it. But every campus is a little bit different. It just depends. But yeah, pretty much the same thing. The main strip is basically the yard.
Well, I'm jealous of HBCU people.
Why? Don't be jealous.
That Black experience, you can't pay for that.
You can't. You really, really can't. And I'm glad that I did experience it, because I was supposed to go to Syracuse University, but
you would have been bored.
It was too expensive.
And you would have been bored.
Probably. But it was too expensive. And
cold as hell. The snow up there is crazy.
I heard.
All right.
Oh, 2009. Oh, Teresa, okay, so you're after me. I'm a little bit older. Okay. I was in college in 2009, so.
Teresa, did you just take the picture?
Hey, Teresa, no. Ow. Look, Teresa, was the look
at Noel.
Escalator still working at the school at that time? Because when I went, they never worked. I think the building was like either 8 or 10 floors, and the escalators never worked. And we weren't allowed to use the elevators, because the elevators were only like maybe like 1 or 2. So of course, all the students can use 2 elevators or 1 elevator. So we had to use the escalators, and they never worked. And I used to have a class that was I had gym that was in the very basement, and the next class would be on either the 6th or the 8th floor. And I would have to run up the steps to get up there to the next class.
It's a damn shame.
I was like, it was a mess.
Okay, yes, I did change my picture. All right, let me get this video out. I'm glad, Melissa, you're here, because I want y'all to look at this one. Let me see what this is. Hold on.
How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got.
Does anybody know who that guy is? Who is this? Oh, nobody knows?
I have no idea.
No.
Well, I do want to point out, everyone, that people are protesting throughout the world, but America is not being shown like what's happening around the world. So I just wanted to know who that. I didn't look it up because I just don't care to look it up. Let me try this one. I'm trying to get to a specific one. This is funny. Again, these are protests around the world. So I find that interesting. Stop the billionaire takeover. They're doing so much more than Americans. All right, let me try another one. This might be
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Why say that?
Because I would never save a man.
Would you rather save your man or Beyonce?
Probably Beyonce.
Oh, why say that?
Because whole time they're probably dogging me out. Like, why would I save somebody that there's a chance they could be dogging me out? There's only one Beyonce.
Would you rather save your man, Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Why say that?
Because Beyonce isn't a cheater.
Would you rather save your man, Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Why say that?
These men not loyal.
Would you rather save your girl, Beyonce?
My girl.
Would you rather save your man, Beyonce? Would you rather save your man and Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Why say that?
Because I can find a new man anytime I want, but there's only one Beyonce. Nobody can be Beyonce other than Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Why say that? Would you rather save your man, Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Why say that? Would you rather save your man and Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Why say that?
Because my man ain't.
Would you rather save your man or Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Why say that?
Because she's so empowering. She just uplifts me, and I love her music.
Would you rather save your man or Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Why say that?
Because Beyonce wouldn't cheat on anybody.
Would you rather save your man or Beyonce?
I don't think any man is worth saving over Beyonce.
What's that?
It's been a week.
It's been a week. So,
whoa.
Steve, would you say or Beyonce? What's the 411?
Melissa, you can go.
Well, I'd rather save myself.
But you got the cape on. Who you saving?
Well, I think I would save the man. You know why?
Why?
Because why?
No, go for it.
That's who I can go to. That's who I can go to at night when I want some.
Oh,
Yeah, juicy look.
Okay. Beyonce can't help me. But we can play our music in the background if they like. Okay.
At the end of the day, I felt that. It's been a week.
I don't know.
Kenneth, what about you?
I don't know.
And the feed, answer the question.
Okay, just a regular man. I'll probably go with Beyonce. My husband, I'm gonna go with my husband. But if it's just like some man that I'm talking to, I'm gonna go with Beyonce.
Okay, I can respect that.
Yeah, I feel like I need more. We need to be more than just my man. Like, are you my husband? Are we engaged or
right?
Am I happy? At the end of the day, I want to listen to Beyonce.
Okay, I respect all of that. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to give my answer.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of Beyonce. Never was. Never was. And you guys know I'm a girl's girl.
Mm-hmm.
However, I respect her game. I respect her messaging half the times. Like, she gives really good messaging to uplift and empower women. And I get that. But I'm not always confident that she's an empowered woman in her marriage. So I feel like it's a double entendre. So I didn't give my answer yet.
Oh, you did? Oh.
I didn't. It will always be my man.
Okay.
Because a song, I'm not curling up to a song.
You know, you need something to hold, you know?
I'm not, if I curl up to a Beyonce song, it's going to be with my man.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's going to be my man any day of the week. But I'll tell you why. I think that sometimes your closest women friends are not always safe. That part. So when I see things on TikTok where a woman has a baby shower that the friends threw for her, and she did not have anybody there with her from her family, not even a man was there, so they kind of like threw this weird private baby shower and then kicked her ass and made her lose her baby.
Wait.
This is a true story.
That really happened.
Yeah.
That really happened.
Yes.
Oh, hell no.
That's a true story. And so I know that when I'm around my closest friends, I know I shine. I know I take attention away. I know I act like I'm cute. Like I do things to shine. I don't do it on purpose, but I don't have to dim my light. You raise up with me. Like I'm here so you can match the light. I'm not going to take the light from you, girl. You got it. Like, let's do this together. We can overpower a party, right? But I have been in circumstances where best friends have betrayed me. So I'm a girl's girl. Everybody knows that. But if I personally were to choose Beyonce or my man, and that's what we're talking about, we're just staying focused on these two people.
Mm-hmm.
It will not be Beyonce. It will be my man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's on God.
Amen to that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, once my man fucks up, I'm a toss him, but I still wouldn't choose Beyonce. That's when Melissa, I choose me.
Absolutely.
I get it.
Wait, I didn't see the Dochi. We got it reset, okay? What Levi commercial she did in respect to impact? What happened in that commercial? Now you're gonna make me look it up.
She has a couple. I think she has like 1 or 2 Levi commercials because on the Cowboy Carter album, she has a song called Levi Jeans, and they kind of.
No wonder everybody had outfits with denim. Oh, I didn't get that. See, I'm not a Beyonce fan in the first fucking place. How am I gonna save her?
Yeah, so she had like they did like a commercial together, either 1 or 2, but maybe I didn't see the one that Dolce Vita song.
I gotta see it, but you said there's several.
Yeah, there's like 1 or 2.
Juanita says, Bay gonna have to pay me. Bay, and I agree to that. Now, Juanita, absolutely. I would only not save my man if I got paid. Dead ass.
You see what Noel said, though?
Huh?
You saw what Noel said?
Oh, Noel says, I can find the D everywhere. They can be replaced. He also said, hold on. He said his mom went to high school with Grace Jones. Jealous. Where do you say that?
Oh, he said his mom went to the Syracuse and hung out with Grace Jones.
That's still hot.
Mm-hmm.
That is so hot.
Pull up to the baby. That's all I know about Grace Jones, unfortunately.
July said it was a bizarre question. So bizarre.
It was a little random.
Yes. And I also want to look at the age bracket.
They were young.
They grew up with Beyonce. I did not grow up. I grew up with Diana Ross. I did not grow up with Beyonce.
I grew up with Beyonce.
You grew up with Beyonce. And you love her. And I get it for your age, placement.
No.
I grew up with Diana Ross. Baby, baby, where did our love go? That's who I grew up with. The Temptations.
Yeah, I grew up with Destiny Child now. Look, between Destiny Child and TLC and Brandy and Aaliyah.
Yes.
What about SWV?
A little too early for me.
Really?
See, that's me. That's my
it's a little too early. Now that I'm older, I've gotten into them, but it's just a little too early for me. Because I think when SWV came out, I might have been 3. So I didn't, they wasn't my judge. I didn't get into groups until like my first girl group that I was ever into was the Spice Girls. Because they had lollipops with stickers.
I remember that.
And I used to have the stickers all over my notebooks in elementary school and I was in love with Scary Spice, and I went to go see the movie Spice World, and
I didn't get what's it called? Yeah, I didn't understand the concept. What was their name?
Spice Girls.
Spice Girls.
Yeah.
It's Miss Tracy.
I know.
Spice Girl music was good.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Okay.
I feel attacked.
I mean, even
I feel some kind of way about that. I'm so sorry. I was so bad with music growing up. Right? I was bad with music. I didn't. Yeah.
I get it. I get it. Even now, I'm like, with the new music that's coming out, I'm like, I don't know who is this? Who is this person? Because now everybody sound the same, and I feel like how I used to feel when I would be talking to like my mom or dad or like aunts. Like, oh yeah, this is so and so. They'd be like, who is that singing? Who is this? And I'd be like, you don't know who Monica is or Brandy is? And they'd be like, no, I don't. I'm like, oh, but you know Tina Turner and Whitney Houston. This is the new people. Get into it, y'all.
Well, you know what? I remember when Tracy's talking about like the Temptations, Diana Ross. I used to listen to that music when it was on Kiss FM. Yeah, you know, because growing up, it was like no. Mom's like, nope, you can't watch no rap music, you know, but you're going to sneak and watch it anyway, you know?
Exactly. Especially that BET Uncut. Woo!
Oh, yeah. I remember the BET thing that was at After Dark when they had the music. I used to be like, oh, I love it. Yeah.
Good times.
Good times, yes. And I love the radio. I could definitely say radio back then was better than
it was so much better. It was better.
Dolce Vita.
Even W.
Sorry, Melissa. What were you going to say?
Go ahead. No, I said even WBLS when Wendy Williams and stuff was on. I used to listen to that.
I love 107.5. That was my station.
It was everything.
I would listen to her, and then you know on Friday she would do that one extra hour. And stay on to 7 instead of from 2 to 6. You'd be on from 2 to 7, and it'll be like hot topics or something like that, or Ask Wendy, something random like that.
Yeah.
The last hour, because I used to have a little CD Walkman, and I thought it was so bougie. Because
I remember the CD Walkman.
Even though it was a Sony Walkman, it had the radio station and the TV stations on it, and I was on the train just listening to everything and. Oh my God, I miss growing up.
Wow.
And
you're bringing me back.
Yeah,
from the Sony, because I remember having that Sony with the cassette player, the radio, and just be like in awe.
Yep.
And I remember taping when I used to hear a favorite song on the radio. I used to go and tape it because I remember having cassette tapes of the music. I know everybody's like, what?
No, I never did that part, Melissa, but yeah, I know a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. It was good times. Like it was definitely an era that I feel like the youth now will never know. It was just amazing.
But I think it's their never know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just like you all will never know what moved me. Right? Like, they're going to be talking about Meg Thee Stallion.
Love her, but, you know.
But that's them, which is why I didn't understand the Spice Girls, because I had already, I'm sure I was married with a child by then. Oh, by the way.
You were young enough to love the Spice Girls?
No, it's done. No. I barely, you know, I don't know if I'm 100% human. Let's just start there.
What about Boys to Men? You ran Boys to Men. Everybody loved Boys to Men.
Mm.
No, not you. Oh, you go. Oh man, you don't like Boys and Men music. Oh.
No, but you know what?
Wait a second. Didn't Boys to Men get dressed by Misha Hilton and they started like gyrating and stuff?
No, like I know. Okay, so I feel the same way about Boys and Men. Like, yes, I know they songs like that, Mama and On Bended Knee and all that other stuff. I know the songs, but that didn't correlate to me. 112 correlated to me. Like 112, B2K.
Jagged Edge. Jagged Edge.
Oh, Jagged Edge was good.
Jagged Edge was good.
Like I like to. Hold up. Flag on the play. How you like Jagged Edge that came after the Spice Girls? But you sing it's all about I like Jagged Edge. Man, what?
Because I brought the manager back to my house hoping to sleep with him, but he fell asleep. I got stories. I got bodies. I got stories. I swear to God. But he fell asleep. And then, no, it was a really sad story, right? I bring him back. We're both tired, right? We both fall asleep. And then the very next day, he wakes up. But he doesn't tell me that he had an appointment or he had to go with the bus. He was like the tour manager. And he goes, "What time is it?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't remember, 8:00. And he starts, "Why didn't you wake me up? What?" And I was like, "This is violence. Who the fuck said I was supposed to be waking you up?"
Oh my God.
It's true story. I never lie.
I believe you because guys are like that. Even though I'm a guy, but guys are like that.
Why are you putting the blame on me?
I was listening. No. Look, as Tracy says, true story. I was listening to somebody on TikTok. They drive Uber. And they was listening to the girls that they were driving one day. And they were young girls. And they was like, "Oh, yeah, I was with this guy, da-da-da. And he's only waking him up at 6:30 so he can make it to practice. And I woke him up at 6:15, and I tried to get in at 6:30, and then 6:45, and then 7:00, and then he was just, at that point, I was like, look, it is what it is. And she got no Uber. And she was telling her friend on the phone about it, and I was just like, why can't he just set an alarm?
Right.
Like, what is it? Why
are you blaming me? We all had cell phones at the time. Alarms were big. Like, why are you blaming me, nigga? Like, what?
And this was like maybe like a month ago this happened. So it wasn't like sir, your alarm already should be on your phone that you have to be somewhere at a certain time. Like, it shouldn't be why you need old girl to do it that you not even seeing is getting to where she need to be after y'all deeds.
The worst part is, and this is why I like Jagged Edge, because the worst part is, and by the way, notice they don't go together. I like Jagged Edge because of the tour manager that blamed me for meeting up with the bus.
No, we heard you. We were just going to just kind of skate past it. Like, why you feel like Jagged Edge?
The worst part is we're both running around like trying to get dressed, so nobody had time to wash their ass, right? And then I was the one driving because he came from the tour bus. So I'm driving while he's talking on the phone, frantic. And I'm driving feeling guilty, running red lights. The fuck? True story. True story. So Noel says, "Tracy, do you like Mariah?" First of all, Noel, don't ever in your life talk about Mariah. Don't do it. That's my girl. Now,
that's your girl.
That's my girl.
Me too. I have to say, I love Mariah Carey from growing up. I love Mariah Carey. If someone say you had to pick Mariah Carey or Beyonce, I'm picking Mariah Carey.
What was the
100%. 100%.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I'm picking Mariah Carey.
I'm picking Mariah Carey.
Flag on the play. Mariah and Beyonce are not even in the same. No, it would be Mariah and Whitney. It would not be Mariah and Beyonce.
Wait, no. If you were to wait, if you
I'm just trying to make it. I'm just trying to make it right. I love Mariah.
Wait.
I love Mimi. Okay, I love Mimi. But I'm just saying, I'm not gonna put Mariah and Beyonce in the same category. That is completely different.
Wait, they're singers,
right? Yeah, singers, and that's all you can leave at that point is singers.
And Mariah Carey can write her own songs.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not disputing that.
That makes more money than singing.
No, that's fine. And
her Christmas song is a classic. She makes
I feel like y'all are attacking me for the wrong thing.
Wait,
Hey, all I'm saying is Mariah is a seasoned veteran. I wouldn't put her with Beyonce. Even though I love Beyonce and I think Beyonce is great, I feel Mariah is on the she's sung with Whitney Houston. They had a whole duet. Mariah is Mariah, and Mariah and Whitney go in the same realm. Not.
Oh no! You can't.
Don't fuck with Mariah.
Never.
You're right. They're not in the same category. So don't put Mariah's name in Beyonce's whatever that. No.
Right. When I see a number one, once you're gonna have a number one hit with everything being number one on the Billboard,
right?
Then she could talk smack.
Right.
But now it's Mariah Carey all the way. Period.
All the fucking way, Mariah.
Listen, Mariah doesn't stay in a relationship that's not good for her. She gone, right? Who's still with who?
Ooh, low blow, Melissa.
I ain't being with no man. I'm not being with no man. That's just for the image.
Low blow.
all I'm gonna say is I was actually in the defense of Mariah. Because I felt like bringing someone in that is younger than Mariah, and I feel like Mariah has achieved so much in her career that I don't think that we should compare the two. I think Mariah's on her platform and Beyonce's on her platform. Like this, I feel like we don't even compare the two. They're two different type of artists. That's like me saying, "Oh, let's do Whitney Houston and Janet Jackson." They don't compare.
Wait, but the question was, who would you save? So if we switch it and say, would you save your man or Mariah?
I wasn't Mariah, it was Beyonce.
I'm with Mariah.
Me too.
I'm saving my girl.
Me too, 100%. Saving her. Period.
Okay.
She's funny. She's crazy. She says the quirkiest things and don't give a fuck. That's my girl, Mariah. When her reality show left, I was like, Mariah, take me with you. Like, I need you in my life.
She's real all the way.
No, don't.
And she's a New Yorker.
I understand what you're saying, Kenneth. She gets it.
Thank you,
sorry, guys.
That's how I feel. I'm like,
Noel says he'll keep them all.
Thank you.
Hi, Sylvester. Dolce
Hey.
Vita says Mariah's in a higher league. Yes, she is.
Yes, and I was agreeing to that with y'all. That's how nobody attacked me.
A. Walker said there will be no Mariah slander.
Nobody slander Mariah.
None for Mimi.
Right.
None on Mimi.
Right. We agree. Right.
Now, if I wanted to do something,
don't do it.
But I'm not.
Do it.
The reason why I'm not going to do it is because I love Mariah. Like I said at the very beginning, I love Mariah. Like I saw Mariah a couple of times. I love Mariah Carey.
I'm hot now. That made me hot. I can't. That made me hot.
Look, Mariah is
on.
on fire.
I'm on fire. All right. Listen, we got to get to Porsha, guys.
I don't want to talk about that Jezebel.
Ooh.
Look, y'all already know where I stand. I ain't like it.
She got the listen. Okay, I got to go back in my video which I don't know which video it is. I'm pretty sure I said Porsha dated that man while he was married. Fallon tried to tell us. Why didn't we believe that poor girl? Porsha got a Jezebel spirit. So I think we need to exercise Porsha.
I mean, what I want to know, like, what does Porsha really do? Because
she spreads. That's it. She does nothing. She goes down low.
She lay it low.
She lay it low.
You see how she talk about her baby daddy, the hot dog man, talking about, I know, because he likes to get head, blah blah blah, from every
See,
but she's the way. But how's she gonna talk about Dennis like that when she got him like that?
Because Drew nailed the head on the coffin. She said, I don't know why you so mad about this, that I'm working with him, unless you want to spin the block. And you think we have something going.
What does spin the block mean?
That means he want to revisit the Dennis situation. She wants to double back. She wants to drive back.
Yeah, I can believe that.
And it's like, now I can't do this or he can't do both of us because we both on the same show. I'm friends with you. I have this. Because it's like, why are you so mad that they working together? This isn't your ex-husband. You are married
She
to someone
wants him.
after him.
Listen, all she made was one song called Flatline. You already ruined your career by making a song called Flatline. Come on.
Boom.
The song was
Boom.
I'm not
words are spells, okay? So
boom. Words just go, Melissa, go. Yes. Boom.
You know what, too? I really think Porsha might want Dennis back. And she should just say it. I want him back. She want Mr. Hot Dog back. Does he even sell hot dogs anymore?
If Porsha don't stop, her pussy's going to be flatlined.
Ooh. Like the flat tire, when you get a flat tire and it never gets back its shape. That's how it's going to be.
The elasticity is going to be gone.
They have a surgery for that.
They have what?
They have a surgery for that. It's called vaginal rejuvenation.
That's for women that, what is it? Lay low and spread them wide.
Too much pound town.
So you got too much pound town. So you got to spend all this money. And you know what I think they do? Wait, can anybody tell me, do they re-sew them back up? Like, I don't know what.
I think it's some type of infrared laser that tightens the muscles. contracts the muscles to get
So
them.
let me ask you another question. Do you think it tightens the muscles? Because if you do laser down there, then you become raw, right? And then when you heal, then does the skin go back together? So do you know what I mean?
Like fusing
Basically.
vaginal
Yeah,
walls
does it
together?
fuse together to make you a virgin again?
Perhaps.
See?
Noel, sir.
Not the flat line.
No, that's not the one I saw.
What? That's good about the buzzy. It snaps. It doesn't though. That's why we have
He's not
bad.
talking about punani.
Oh, what's he talking?
He's talking about back there.
No, Noel. I've heard stories in the hospitals where it was hanging out.
That's because they do it too much.
Wow.
Because let me break it down. You know what? No, me and Noel need to do a whole nother video on this. Because
bring him on your show.
I can't be the only one talking about this, but the people be kind of there's no reason why you're putting something like this all the way up to here in there.
Wait. Is that real or is that a dildo?
No, it's people putting their arms in people.
Oh, whoa.
Fisting.
I've never heard of this before.
Oh my God. Okay, never mind. No. Tonight, we're not going to do this tonight. We're going to have a whole
I never heard of this. What are y'all talking about? Why would you put an arm up there? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I've seen it with my own eyes.
I need a video. I need to review this. I need to review this.
Video. So you send that to her. Noel, you send all the stuff that you know about. You send.
Noel, send it to me. I need a video.
Oh my gosh!
Do you think the raunchy is the one you can find?
No, Dennis.
No,
oh God.
No, because you know why?
I said Dennis' name, so
No.
You don't Dennis.
You don't need a simple
no, Dennis, Melissa.
Yeah, you don't need an easy one. You need to know why.
No.
At the end.
No, take it easy on me. No, take it easy.
Don't take it easy.
I already threw up in thinners. I don't need to.
You can handle it.
No.
Oh my goodness! I said Dennis' name. Dennis, what's going on? Dennis, what's going on?
You want a video?
Yes,
I'm like, yes. I do. I never. How does the fist get up there?
I don't know anything about that of how it gets up there because I've never experienced something like that and don't want to. But I've seen some. It'd be all the way. It'd be the whole. You'd be at the elbow, like
what?
That is just too much.
That's not painful, though.
Look, I'm on the same page you on. I'll be like,
If it's that wide, that means that it's just a loose hole.
Right.
Look, it's I-95 on there.
You know what's pretty? You know what I have to say? With all that makeup and everything that she has on, she's a beautiful girl. But
I don't think so.
Porsha.
Oh, Porsha.
But
I think Porsha.
Yeah. She's a pretty girl.
I never saw her as pretty.
I think Porsha is pretty. I don't like her. I think her outer appearance is pretty. I don't like her inner person.
I think she became meaner earlier, though. Before, she used to be that, that dodo bird, and then it's like the dodo bird became a mean girl.
Yes, and I think the mean girl really came out with her hanging out with Phaedra.
I don't think so. I think it was always in her. I think it was always in her. I think that when she was married, she was pretending to be this church cloth over her skirt type of person. And then I think psychologically something went wrong with her marriage. And I think she vowed never to let a man embarrass her in public like that again.
I can see that. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, definitely.
I think she's psychologically damaged.
Maybe she need to go get a little counseling.
Because
I used to love Phaedra back in the day, even with her crazy.
I still love Phaedra. I love Phaedra. Phaedra's hilarious.
Phaedra is wild.
Did y'all not like her on Married to the Medicine?
Oh no, Whoop and Sylvester are saying things, but I'm gonna mind my business. I don't know nothing about that.
I love Phaedra. I can't wait till she finally shows up.
I like Phaedra sometimes.
Did you see her on Traders?
I did not see her on Traders. I saw her
It was good.
Married to Medicine, and I kept saying that I was gonna go back and watch Traders with the one that she was on, and I just haven't gotten around to it. But maybe like in the next couple of weeks, I'll go back and revisit that. But I used to love Phaedra, even when she would be telling like them bold-faced lies, especially when she was talking about her pregnancy and she didn't know the due date, and she would the child would do it this time, but then she gonna have it 2 months earlier than what the child. It was still hilarious. It was funny. It was just like, okay, whatever. But I didn't really care for her on Married to Medicine. And the last taste I have of her was when she was on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I didn't like what she said. Even if someone said it to you, I just feel like you as a lawyer, you're not like a ditzy housewife, you know what I mean? That's like, oh, I don't know, I don't know. But I didn't like the fact that she said something to somebody for someone to run with it. I think it could have been handled a lot differently. And I don't think she ever apologized to that girl, Candy, about just saying it, not saying she believed it or just, you know, whatever the case may be. Like, I don't think she ever apologized to her. And I think I just don't like that as a grown woman. As an adult.
On Real Housewives Girls Trip. That was good.
I did see her on that, and she was good on that. She was.
It was good.
She really was. And I did like her on that. So
that was a comeback moment. All right, let me play this.
Not Loop is you. Oh.
Let me play these two.
Don't nobody want that inside of them like that. I just feel you shouldn't want that inside of you. Don't people want to... Wait, hold on, Miss Tracy.
For snooze fest and this. And your biggest moment on this episode was Angela overhearing you talking about fucking her husband. And for someone who already has this reputation, you sure are not doing a good job of digging yourself, of changing the narrative about you. I clocked T back in season 7. People thought I was a hater. It ended up being true. You had the thing with Fallon. You're at this girl's house. Whatever the relationship was, you did take the man. Okay, whatever. He, of course, was a willing participant. If you want to get away from this narrative, you don't use, oh, I was drunk, and then talk about a cast member who is married. I should go fuck her husband. In no world is that cool. I don't care if you like her or you don't. That is not cool, Porsha. And the way you are so angry at Drew for filming scenes, not fucking, not talking about fucking. She ain't even flirting with your baby dad. She's making it very clear he's a light. We're working together. I'm not even worried about him. The way you're so angry about that, and then the way, you know, you want all this grace for, oh, I was just drunk. The math ain't mathing, and I think you're making a fool out of yourself, honestly.
Yeah, there's been a couple moments this season. It's akin to Porsha's takeaway after Shamia, the rest of the ladies and all the viewers were confused with her reaction to Shamia's single Never Had, and her saying, that's Drew, that ain't you, you know what I'm saying? And then afterward, when Porsha offered up some sort of explanation, it was just, well, it wasn't shady. That was just me being Porsha. It's just a moment. It wasn't shady. Well, now she's doing that again with this comment she made about Charles Oakley. Although she was drunk, they were off camera. They was talking shit around the pool. So maybe she felt that, you know, it was a little more private, I guess. It wasn't for the show, but it was for the show because literally they were talking on set at the cast house on this girls trip. And if you pay attention to the footage that that good old Angela provided from her cell phone, you see Porsha immediately exit the conversation once Angela came out. I think a camera may have come down, and Porsha walks right out of the scene and she says, well, I'm not on camera, and she walks off. So I think she was speaking freely amongst her friends. There's conversations that the three of us will have that don't make it to the live, you know what I'm saying? So I respect that part of the game, but it's what she said. It's not the fact that it was a private conversation, it's what she said. Talking about she better be careful for I fuck her husband, and you already know they got this reputation, this stigma attached to your name. You already know, especially when it comes to other women that you're on the show with, it's not a good look. And I think she just got caught up, you know what I'm saying?
What y'all think?
I'll let Melissa go first.
Oh, you want me to go first? Well, first of all, why is Porsha talking about stealing someone's husband anyway?
She didn't say steal him.
I thought that her family, remember when she first started Housewives, they was just so proud talking about the grandfather and this is a legacy in the family. And she showed a whole new different legacy of just being, you know.
Trash.
Yeah. Like, girl, why are you trying to make yourself look like a thot? Like, come on. You know? I don't mean to say that to you, but I'm saying it to you if I'm talking to you right now. Like, Porsha, come on. You already know that it's wrong. It's wrong. You know, and she's making, and honestly, I could say for, what's the name? What's the lady's name that she says she's going to steal her husband? Angela. Sorry, Angela. I can never remember your name again. But for Angela she really show you that she can be a classy woman without being nasty.
Right. So
I really like how she did it.
Angela
she did confront her, but it wasn't like she wanted to do the whole cat fight thing, because she don't get down like Porsha likes to do with the whole I want to hit you. You know, she said what she gotta say. She say her piece and she keeps it moving. But I think that Porsha is saying things out of pocket.
And your biggest moment on this episode.
She's saying things out of pocket. That's okay. She's saying things out of pocket. It's because she wants to get more camera time. Because more camera time probably means more money. But do I think that she would really want to steal that lady's husband? Absolutely. She could, if she didn't get caught, absolutely.
And remember, she was already setting the stage because she said, I heard some things about Charles. She was already setting the stage to separate them.
Yeah, because she was basically getting her pot ready to boil with the stew.
Right.
So she was already cooking up some type of story. Yeah. But not only that, but she wanted him. She looked at him and said, I want him.
She wanted him the minute she met him.
Right. So them ladies all better watch out. I wouldn't let her be around, even if it's your boyfriend.
But
like,
okay, Kenneth, what's your thoughts?
I don't like it. I feel that I don't even know how to say this, but I feel that if you're friends with someone and you have a man or a female or a woman or however you want to put it, if it's a different situation, you don't tell your friend. Like, there's a couple of rules that I have in my head. If I'm dating someone and I plan to be with this person, I do not tell my friends or anybody that I'm around how good they are in the bedroom. That's just a realm that you just don't enter.
Right.
You have to separate the two. And I'm not saying that I think any of my friends are going to try to sleep with my man or anything like that, but I just feel like there just needs to be some type of decorum in between the two. Now, when it comes to Porsha, I do not like the fact that she already has this ongoing narrative about her that she steals other people's men.
Right.
You have this narrative. So even if you're joking and you're like, oh, she better watch out before, I F her man or I take her man, or da, da, da. Even if you mean it in a joking way, you don't say it to none of these girls that you don't really know like that. That's something that you say to maybe your best friend, Shamia, behind the scenes or something like that, when you're venting to her about something. Not saying that you're going to actually do it, but you don't say it to these other girls that you don't even know. And you know that there's a possibility that even though if they say, oh, cameras are down. Porsha, you've been in this situation before when, oh, cameras are down. You saw what happened with the Bolo situation. So clearly, cameras, even though the cameras are down, it doesn't mean, oh, everyone mics is off or someone won't say something to a producer or something to keep something going. I'm just like, come on now. Like, you've been in this game way too long. I feel that she's trying to keep her name out there because she doesn't have a storyline. Her storyline is very lackluster.
Yes.
For you to be the head honcho back on this group.
Yes.
Your storyline is very flat-lined.
Yes.
So you gotta come up with now I feel like you're reaching for stuff like, oh, well, if I say this, da da da. Why would y'all be outside this girl window talking about her and
outside her window, right?
And her man. Not just her, but her and her man.
And it was like done on purpose.
And then to be like, oh, she's out there eavesdropping on us and being sneaky, and how is that? If you say my name a few times, I don't care how asleep I am, I'm gonna wake up. And I'm like, oh wait, hold on. You don't even know if I'm asleep or not.
Right.
And they were outside hollering, like screaming.
They were cackling, yes.
Like little hyenas.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you can't be mad at somebody because they felt some type of way. Your thing was, when you saw her, you should have said, okay, you said what you said, I'm not on camera, whatever, and you ran away. Okay. But what you should have done was have some type of conversation with her, be like, hey, I may have said this, but it wasn't meant to be taken that way, or whatever the case may be. Just so you try to rectify the situation because you don't want that narrative out there. But instead of you going on TV and saying, oh, she's creepy, she's listening on us, who does that, da da da. Don't, no. Because at this point, Porsha, you done made way too many wrongs across every time that you've been on Housewives. First it was you didn't know Kenya's title. How are you introducing somebody you don't know their actual title? You're going to say, oh, she's Miss America, but she's actually Miss USA.
Right.
That's a big thing. You don't know the Underground Railroad or what's happening on the Underground Railroad. You don't know how many days is in a year. You fight somebody on national television.
Right.
Then you fight somebody again on national television in the alleyway.
Where? What time? When?
There was a Halloween party that they were having, and she ran after an assistant or something like that.
Yes, I remember that.
Yes, that part. So that one. And I'm just like, and then you have another narrative where you stealing people men, and it's just like it's like you don't have a good track record. I think that this would be a thing where you want to be like, oh, I want to clear it up. like, this is the real me. This is da-da-da. Instead of you being like, oh, hey, I was just joking. You should just own it when it came to you on the confession and be like, hey, what took place between you and Angela and her saying, and you saying something about her husband? Just own it. And just say, I was being dumb. You know, it was me trying to be catty, da-da-da. I do not want Charles Oakley, da-da-da, whatever it case may be, you could have cleared it up and it could have been done with. But you kept going. Just like you keep it as narrative go with Drew and Dennis.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't see that happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It looked like it's Drew's season if you think about it.
Yeah. I think Drew is a lady.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a confession to make.
Okay, we're all ears.
Story time.
Oh.
So the same guy that I did it in the movie theaters with, I guess he had an insatiable appetite, right? But I didn't know because I was just young. I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
So we used to go on these Catholic retreats. 16, 17. We used to go on these Catholic retreats. And you only signed up to go to the retreat so you can fuck your boyfriend. That's the only reason why you would go.
That's true.
But then we would get rooms, right? So the girls would get rooms and the boys would get rooms. So then you had to go to these meetings. But then you don't go to the meeting. But they claimed they were taking attendance and all that bullshit. And we were like, fuck y'all. And so we all used to, I know this is going to sound crazy, but these are true stories. We all used to have sex on each other's beds. Under the covers. Like no one saw anything. I promise you. But it doesn't, it makes it for the other person to kind of look at you kind of when all is said and done. Now, I never did anything with anybody else. But I could see being caught up in a scenario like teenage romp in the hay in the same room, which we were so stupid. Like, why didn't one person go in the other person's room and vice versa? We were just dumbasses, right? So I could see being with a bunch of friends and something goes awry. I was a teenager. I could see if the guy in the next bed would be like, you sound really good in it. Like, you know what I mean? I could see that.
I get it, yes.
And I'm not even mad at that because I understand the level of teenage stupidity. Porsha is a grown-ass woman. First manipulating Anaja. Oh, I heard something about your husband. And she's like, say it, bitch. Say it. And she's like, I was just kidding. Oh, she can't take a joke in her confession. She can't take a joke. No, say it. You grown. You going to talk about my husband? My husband. Not my man. Not my baby daddy. My husband. I got a problem.
Yeah.
So say it. Speak up and tell me what you think you heard about my husband. Now, the person that is upsetting me the most is Shamia.
Well, Shamia's been quiet.
She's been quiet, but she still heard her say what she said because Kelly confessed to it.
Kelly did.
Why does Shamia stand by Porsha? Now, it kind of brings me back to Bolo. Didn't Shamia say she didn't see anything? So does Porsha have something over Shamia's head?
She might.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She might.
She might. Mm-hmm. Because Bolo was long. He was very long.
Oh my God.
It just dropped. It just dropped.
It was like a. It's too much.
I was like, wow.
I thought we had this conversation before. Why am I having deja vu?
What?
Did we talk about Bolo before?
Yes, you brought him up. Yes, you did. You did. So Sylvester goes, wow.
It's true. I seen him on that show. What's that show called?
Porsha is trifling.
That is so true.
Noel wants to know what's the beverage.
Oh, I'm having Grey Goose and lemonade.
Oh. Is Grey Goose vodka?
Yes. No more tequila, no more cognac.
Why? What's happening?
I had 2 months in Atlanta.
Oh, you have to detox. You have to detox.
Yeah. So I'm like, I have a little beverage tonight, but
you have to detox. Why are you not detoxing?
I have. I've been drinking nothing but water and tea. That was a week ago I came back. I'm fine.
Oh, okay.
No, look, I am a Taurus, but look, guess what? I'm drinking in my home and not outside. Because as Tracy said, we don't need to be outside drinking. So
I dated a Taurus that wound up with a DUI. What, Melissa?
I can see it. I can see it.
Wait, he wound up with a D. Wait, what's funny, Melissa?
And look, and I'm like, oh, little giggle. It's like,
yes, that type of giggle. He wound up with a DUI, and I used to go to his house every weekend, and we would, of course, drink at home. He liked cognac. And then I was interchangeable. Sometimes I like wine. Sometimes I like beer. I'm not like a drinker. But when I feel safe with someone, then I like to drink, right? And then I noticed like he had like a personality change when he drank. Like it really relaxed him, really like opened him up, blah, 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 blah. And during the day, he was like stiff. Hello, Tracy. Like, wait, what happened? Like, who are you? Right? And then I suspected that he was a drunk. He didn't tell me about the DUI, but I suspected. So finally, he got drunk enough to confess it. And here's what he told me. It's story time. He said that he was stopped. He was drinking and he was stopped. And they made him breathe into a breathalyzer. It didn't register. So they made him breathe into the same breathalyzer. And then it doubled. And they booked him. When he went to court, the judge recognized the trick.
Oh, wow.
So he was never charged with a DUI, but to give back, they did make him go to AA classes. So I tell you this story because sometimes you date people and you don't know why you're dating them, right? This is why I dated this guy, to help you all. Never breathe in the same breathalyzer twice. Make them open up a new one, or if it doesn't register, you're not drunk. If they say it's not working, then you have to say to them, let's find another method. But they don't want to take you back to the station for another method, right? Because the alcohol leaves you.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
So do not accept a second breathalyzer. Tell them, let's go to the station. Let's find another method. Buy yourself some time. And they also know, like they know the time frame. And so because they spend so much time in the street with you, trying to get you to step this, that, walk on this line, that's wasting time, which is why they measure all of that right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
By the time you get back to the station, and sometimes you can, I don't know how they do this, but you can ask for blood work to be done. I don't know how they do it. Like, do they take you to the hospital first? But it doesn't really matter. You've lost so much time, they can't register you as driving drunk.
That's true. I've heard that before, though.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Karen's problem when she was, well, and the fact that
she was drunk.
And she was probably sucking on somebody's D.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
I hear she might come out in December for good behavior.
Okay.
Yeah. That's about almost a year.
That's
she look like she look like Beyonce's mother, right? She does.
I never thought about that. I guess you could be right, Melissa. I never thought about that.
They look similar.
But... All right. I just want to play a few more videos on Porsha because some of these are really good. Here's a good one. And people are hating Porsha right now. And we can't keep doing this with you, Porsha. I'm sorry. We can't continue to do this. No one wants to continue doing this with you, girlfriend. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. I feel like Porsha has to find a better storyline. And her YouTube video and her YouTube
she needs to get off the show. Wait.
I don't think she needs to get off the show because
I can't see y'all.
Yeah, let me figure this out, Melissa. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, that's okay. You know what? It's time for her to give it up. You might as well go back with Dennis. Go have another baby. And ask Bravo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go have Dennis hot dog, you know.
Well,
yes.
All right, not hot dog, but you know.
The hot dogs that he sell and the hot dog that he has on him.
Yeah.
And if he's making that money, because you know, I can definitely say Drew can really say. So if that money is coming in, then Porsha doesn't really need to be on Housewives anymore, right?
Well, no, I think she still needs to be on Housewives because
that's his money.
Dennis isn't going to pay her alimony. He may pay her child support, but
right,
you know, her lifestyle. She's with a multi-millionaire, like a multi-millionaire. Well, apparently a multi-millionaire. We don't know, but I think that the issue with Porsha is that during the filming of this show, her husband Simon was sending the network her lawsuits, cease and desist, all this other stuff. She couldn't film in the home. She couldn't use no cars. She couldn't use this. Nothing can be filmed that had his name tied to it or in American status.
Mm-hmm.
So she can't even talk about him. So I feel like the whole storyline that she was trying to do, or what Bravo was trying to do, fell flat because they were being sued. And if they weren't being sued, it was like, you better not say this, you better not say that about me, because I will sue you. And I think, because I was looking at something earlier today, and there was another YouTuber that was doing something, and I don't forget, please forgive me, the name of the person that was doing it, but they were talking about the reason why her storyline is falling flat is because she wasn't able to do anything. Like, she couldn't talk about her marriage. Like, people were like,
Right.
we wanted to see you talk about your marriage. We wanted to see you talk about the divorce that's happening. We wanted to find out why. We wanted to see you in marriage counseling or divorce counseling, or you getting counseling just for yourself to find out what was happening with you and you trying to figure your life out and move forward and da-da-da. She couldn't do any of that because he was literally sending lawsuits and cease and desist orders to people saying, if you mention me, if you do this, if you mention the divorce, if you mention the marriage, if you film in the house, if you film in the cars, if you do this, it's going to be another lawsuit. So what they tried to bring her on to be, even though before when they brought her on, she was supposed to be, because remember the whole thing was, oh, I heard you heard that Porsha Williams is coming back. That's incorrect. It's Porsha Gabadia that's coming back.
Right.
And all that switched, like literally like 2 weeks later, it was like, we filed for divorce.
Yep.
So now it was so like,
true.
They had to switch gears. So they was like, oh, well, she can talk about the divorce and all this drama that's going on. It'll still work. As soon as she started filming, it was, you can't film in the house. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't do that. It was all these stipulations. Her storyline was gone. So now, like, they're trying to formulate stuff for her and like, oh, well, you and Drew got this little minuscule beef. You take it out on her. But then she said, oh, I don't have a beef with Drew. My beef is really with Dennis because he said he wasn't going to film with her. And he filmed.
I don't think she got no beef with Dennis.
I don't think she has a beef with any of them. Because if she really had a beef with Drew, she would really have a beef with Drew. Like, we've seen Porsha have issues with people.
Right.
It's not the same.
Right.
Even Porsha's friends were like, they know Drew.
Exactly.
So I think they thought it was weird that she wasn't there at the birthday party.
I agree with that. And they were asking like, oh, where's Drew? But then my thing is, if you haven't even told your friends how you feel about it, then, or what's going on with you, are they really your friends or are they just TV friends?
Right.
Because why don't they know?
Okay, I got something to say.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I just want to let everyone know that whatever I did in the movie theaters and whatever I did at the Catholic retreats, I wound up marrying the guy.
Miss Tracy, we was not judging you.
I know, but I just want to.
I thought we are okay. You have a life. You lived it, and you are happy and successful. Yeah. That's all that matters.
Okay.
That's all that matters. Yeah.
Okay. And I didn't hurt anyone in the process.
Yeah.
Okay. I never hurt anyone.
Myself, but
what?
Nothing.
Who you hurt?
Oh, I got a lot of Jack in the Box moments. Oh, well, not the movie theater, but everywhere else, of course. Oh, boy. Those were the days.
Wait, Jayla, are you saying Porsha should do her own reality show? If
Porsha?
I don't see that.
No, the last time Porsha
unless she's knocked up, then she can have a reality show.
She might get locked up. She might, because if she knew anything about Simon not being a citizen, ICE might this era, ICE might be calling and knocking on her door. I promise you.
Yeah. And you know what I heard? Oh, go ahead.
No, and all Simon has to say is she knew. Boom, they come into her door. If Simon want revenge, Simon, you just gotta lie. I would lie. I'd be like, she knew everything.
So basically she set him up for him to go back to Africa.
I think so. But I hope it backfires because I hope he says she knew everything. And I'm joking about the lying part. I believe Porsha knew and she thought her status as an American reality star, because what you guys don't know is that there is a way to get around immigration issues when you're on a reality show.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yes. I forget what kind of visa it is, but it's a kind of work visa, and you can get around it.
Oh, you know what I thought too? Maybe Shamia's husband, right? Wouldn't Shamia's husband would know more about who Simon is before she even thought about engaging with him? You know, just to have someone to say, oh, well, let them get to know each other. So Shamia husband, you know.
I don't know if Shamia husband knew him, but I know Nene's boyfriend knew him because they hung out together because they knew each other.
I don't think the husband is involved. I think word is out right now that Shamia introduced Porsha to Simon. Word on the street. I don't think the husband is in the middle of that. But I do want to tell you, all Africans know each other. I'm kidding.
My God, today.
Wait, let me play these videos.
And only is what you said specifically, right?
The one and only, right?
The one and only man that Porsha said that she would. She said she better calm down before she sleeps with her husband. You actually were the one to expose it a little bit, no?
I mean, you know.
I mean, Angela heard it.
Angela heard it.
Yeah.
I mean, Angela heard it. I didn't expose anything. I mean, everybody heard it.
But you co-signed the fact that...
She said it.
She said it.
I mean, I can't.
Yeah.
You know.
So what do you think about those comments?
I mean, hide your husbands, hide your wives. That's all I can tell you.
Do you feel like your opinion has changed on Porsha?
Let me say this. I can say, being a woman that went through a very nasty, traumatizing divorce process, I feel bad for Porsha. You know, at the end of the day, I would not wish divorce on anyone.
Right.
And I know that it is very difficult mentally, physically, financially to go through. So I can say that, you know, no matter what our differences is with, you know, how she gets her husband or whatever the case may be, I still feel sorry for her in regards to her going through that process, you know, but.
So if her next wedding is Charles Oakley, would you attend?
Now.
Would you attend?
What is happening?
I'm just saying, you never know.
No, I would never. I think that's crazy.
Listen, I've seen crazier things happen on the household.
My.
Trifling. That's trifling of that host too. That's trifling. Would you attend? Would you attend?
I love Kelly. I
Mm-hmm.
just want to make this clear. I like
And
Kelly.
only is what you said specifically, right?
The one and only.
Sorry, what you say, Kenneth?
I like Kelly and I like Angela. As the newbies that have come on,
Yes.
I like those two. I like Kelly for her effervescence and her attitude and positivity and just calling things what it is. And I love Angela's shade because the way that she be shading them,
it was good.
So classy.
Did she talk about the other one about her mouth was like?
That's not yet. That's coming up.
Mark?
That's coming up.
That's coming up with the stress.
That's on Sunday.
I can't even say it.
See that boo-boo. That's what your mouth is. On those stretch marks. And that girl's ready to pounce her.
Angela said that.
This is the issue we have, Britt. This is the issue we have with you.
Angela said that?
Yeah, Angela said it to Britt. Because Britt was coming with all this attitude, like, do you not hear the words coming out of my mouth and da-da-da? I'm just like, okay.
Why can't she calm down?
Like,
you know what? You know why she's not calming down? Because she don't get none at home.
Oh.
Damn, Melissa.
What you mean you don't get none at home?
No, she's not. Melissa's right. She's not. Her man don't like her. She right.
That's why she cranky and ah. Okay.
Well,
she got a fake storyline too. Her man.
Y'all don't know who said, somebody sent something in the group chat that said she looked like A Bug's Life.
A what?
Who look like A Bug's Life?
Like the ant from Bug's Life, Brett. Allegedly.
No.
That's what they said. Mm-hmm.
Sure
It was in the group chat.
Wait, I'm going to play this video.
You raggedy bitch, you. Cowboy Carter got in the way and kind of distracted me for a little bit, but I got time for your ass. Now, Porsha has a fan club that was craving for her comeback. Oh yeah, Porsha, we need Porsha, and really thought that she was gonna be a great anchor. Porsha hasn't given us a damn thing, but fucking mistress vibes, disrespectful, can't even hold a conversation like a fucking you're 40. Like the scene on this last episode when Drew and everybody's at the table and they're like, well, let's just talk about it. Once again, this is like the 7th time Drew is coming to you, so we could just squash it and move on.
Right.
I'm straight. Girl, I prefer for you to be mad, drag her ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, read her down, this, that, then to just be like, I'm straight. You buns is what you is. You buns, you mad corny. Alright, boom. Don't even know what her issue with Angela is for real. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm team Angela, period. Love her down. Cause I don't know if I missed something, but why did they keep on calling Angela a victim? Like, that she victimizes herself. I missed that. I don't know what that was about. I don't know what Portia's really mad at Angela for. Right? Alright, boom. Fast forward, they partying downstairs in the pool, this, that, and the third. You're upset with Angela, so while you're being upset with Angela, you say she better chill out before I fuck her husband? Huh? Like, that's not regular. And then while you're in the confessionals, and when you was on Watch What Happened Live on the episode right after, you was like, anything is possible. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Because you're capable of it. We've seen you do it before.
Right.
You real life fuck people husbands. That's not regular. And then for you to say that amongst a bunch of wives or former wives, and for them to just, y'all corny too. I don't know, because I fuck with Kelly, but Kelly be too like, I don't really like that. Like, you sat there and said, she better chill before I fuck her husband. That's your threat? I'd rather you say you beat my ass. I'd rather you say, I'll say this, that, and the third. And Charles is her type. Old, wealthy, don't like his women. Like, it's her type. You get what I'm saying? So it's like not far-fetched. That was so distasteful. And it's like, is it really that surprising if Porsha is a product of a mistress? Like, isn't Porsha mama, she used to be like, Porsha mama, she still moved like that. So if you was raised by a mistress, you have mistress mentality. Like, that pissed me off. And you were so lucky, because you would have got this talking to a day or two prior, but Beyonce was more important in this bullshit. But bitch, I had time today. Continue on spend. I'm sorry, I thought I was done, because you spending all this energy and time on, and Dennis is gonna shoot with Drew. Dennis gonna... But you over here threatening the fuck, like, I don't give a, that's not a joke. You don't joke like that. That's not a joke. To be like, oh, I'm gonna fuck her husband. That's not a joke. It's not funny. Like, it's not funny. It's not funny coming from you, because you really did that. You really like that. Like, but you sitting here talking about what Drew and Dennis is doing when they really doing business, which is in a real, like, you're not even mad at that for real. You're not. You just want to distract us about the Simon thing. And Angela Bright, you still never talked about it. Why you fucked that lady husband and then married him?
Yeah.
Why? Porsha, why? Like, please be fucking for real.
A word.
She laid
she's
it down.
good.
She laid it down. Y'all go follow.
She had my.
Y'all go follow.
Wow.
Jay, because she laid it down.
She sure did. And she talking about Porsha mama. Ooh.
So anybody know that? I suspected, but I did not know it. What? How do I get more information on this shit?
On what?
Whether or not her mama is a whore.
Oh. You might need some private investigators.
Well, she said it. So did it come up in one of the videos?
I've never heard that.
She just said it.
I know. She
just
said
said
it
it.
the first time I heard it.
I guess to do some investigations. I'm gonna do some investigation because I did accuse Porsha I accuse the mama of being a whore. I don't know which video it was, by the way, but I recently did that.
You know what? There's something's coming out. Because look at that.
Oh, shit.
Something's coming out big.
Something's coming out. I just followed her. All right, guys. Can we end this? Are you guys good? What does the feed have to say? Yes, Porsha mom was a side piece.
Oh, whose side piece?
Somebody's
Dennis,
side
what? Oh, God, I said Dennis' name again.
Dennis is coming out with some answers then. Dennis is going to talk. Because the other thing, like, there's somebody else attached to all of this drama, and that is Dennis. And that shit is not right. Because the one thing we have seen Dennis be is an upright citizen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Stephanie, I like your picture. So pretty. That is the one thing we have seen.
That's true.
Wait, Dennis wants to hold the peach? Or Charles?
I think you're talking about Charles.
Charles?
I think Ralph wants to hold a peach, not Charles.
Ralph wants to hold the peach. That is so true.
Ralph is so cocky.
He's so cocky and he's ignorant. Like, I hate a dumb nigga. I hate that shit.
I love it. I feel like he's like Peter 2.0.
Yes!
I feel like that's him.
Yes, he's a Peter.
Yep.
Wow.
I feel like that's
But this one lives in the basement, which he never gonna leave.
He literally has a podcast that says Dennis in the basement.
Ralph in the basement.
Oh, Ralph.
See, we keep saying Dennis. See, I said Dennis' name twice.
I copy you. I'm so sorry. All right, guys. How you doing? Is everybody good? Any last minute comments from the feed?
I'm good.
And I'm so pissed. I had a 3:00 lunch, so of course I didn't have dinner.
Uh-oh.
And now
you're starving.
I'm hungry.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to get something to eat.
It happens all the time. I've done it before.
I'm just gonna have some bread with cheese on it.
Bread with cheese?
Huh? Yeah. No, you like a melted cheese, like face up.
Oh.
Melted cheese.
Kind of like a bougie version of a grilled cheese.
Yes, a bougie version. Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah.
See,
All
I know.
right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to get up out of here. Thank
All
you,
right.
Kenny. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm old now, so we'll see.
Oh.
Thank you, Melissa.
Oh, you're welcome. And Kenny, again, happy birthday.
Thank you.
I remember this song that
What?
Oh, Lord.
I can't get the song out. I was gonna sing it to Kenny.
What song? Sing it.
Oh my God. We used to sing it as children, but it was a joke kind of laugh. Happy birthday to you. I can't even remember the words. Happy birthday to you. Your wife, happy birthday to you. Your wife hired me. No, the president. Something about the president, but it's a happy birthday song. It's hilarious. We used to sing it as children. I don't know why I can't remember it all the way.
Oh, I never heard this version, Melissa.
I never heard.
Really? All I remember it was happy birthday to you.
I appreciate it.
Your wife hired me to be your friend. That's all I remember. I don't remember all of it. I have to ask.
And the president sent me to.
Something up the president.
All right.
Happy birthday.
I just want to remind everyone that Kenneth is ready to branch out on his own show. So he's going to let us know when it's up and popping.
Woo!
Right?
I will.
You going to invite us, right?
Yeah. We're going to do some talks. We're talking about everything.
Yes. So I have fun, Kenneth. That's all I care about.
That's what I want to do. I want to have fun with it and see where it goes. I don't want to be, the Taurus in me is like, it has to be this way, that way. I'm trying to bring out my Leo moon and just be like, it's a vibe and we're just going to go with it.
That's
and
right.
What happens.
Yes.
I need to play into the Leo moon more.
You know what? Play some Shamia.
Kempire.
You never had? You don't want to
Not never had. Music? You tried that.
What was that?
She told me to play Shamia's song Never Had. Okay.
That's your new song out?
I do like the song. It's very early 2090s vibe.
Is that Shamia from Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Mm-hmm. It's a cute song. I like it.
Yeah. So I was going to say something, Kenneth. Man.
It was something with Kempire.
Kempire is a Taurus with the Leo moon.
Mm.
So you could do this.
I know. I need to because I need to be. I want to be a. Wait. Hold on. We were talking about Grace Jones earlier. Come on, Ken. I don't want to be a slave to the rhythm.
Okay.
That's a Grace Jones song.
I don't know it.
I don't know none of Grace Jones songs.
Me
You don't
neither.
know Pull Up to the Bumper?
No.
Oh, that rings a bell.
Isn't that Cleopatra? Isn't that the Jamaican lady that sang the bumper song?
What bumper song? Sing it.
Oh, that what's her name? She said, "Pull up to my bumper, baby."
That's Grace Jones.
That's not Grace Jones.
Yes, it is.
I thought it was a
Pull Up to the Bumper, baby. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's Grace Jones. Grace Jones is a black woman.
Yeah.
With a short.
I know she black.
Okay, I want to make sure I'm right.
I thought it was Patra. It's a I don't know if she used to sing in the 90s.
Okay, well maybe she sampled it because Grace Jones came out like in the 70s, early 80s, something like that. So
Patra remake it, they said.
Ah.
Sylvester says, "Congratulations on starting your own channel."
Thank you, Sylvester. Make sure you follow me. Like, subscribe, share.
All right, guys, I'm ready to go. I love you. Love you, Feed. Bye, Feed.
Bye, guys.
Garvin said Grace Jones.
Yes, good. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Bye, guys. Love you all. Take it
Love
easy.
you all. Have a good night.
Good night.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.